Hey everyone, Penguin here. Apologize in advance, but for this last round of the pre-release draft, we have to go through replays. As basically recording this draft as one big video, and during the middle of this round, Camtasia told me up out of this space and just stop recording. And it's actually pretty good that we're looking at the replays, as this round is rather long, and as painful as it might be to watch this, I can assure you, playing it was much worse. This hand I just chose to keep, even though Volition Reigns is kind of awkward. I feel the rest of the hand was pretty playable. Not much happens in the beginning. I play out my Sartark, MVP if you will, and pass. I see he's playing red, and I choose to play Ido out since I figure he doesn't have anything. I don't have anything with Accelerating 2 yet, and so I can start swinging in with it. I play out Replica, activate Ido, and swing. Unfortunately, he has a Galvanic Blast for it, so I can only swing in for one. Anyways, if you're wondering why this round goes so long, because of this freaking card, with me without no direct removal. But yeah, you'll see through this game. I try to push in as much damage as I can because I figure this thing will get out of hand pretty quickly. And I play out my second Sartark and Iron Mirror, try to get me towards Metalcraft. He plays a Chrome Steed, which keeps me from swinging in for a turn. So I just play out my Riddlesmith and pass. He actually chooses not to attack this next turn. I think he was afraid of losing his Chrome Steed to just jump blockers, but in case. I draw Tumble Magnet, allow me to achieve Metalcraft, and I swing in for 3. Should have been 4, but I think I was afraid of losing Metalcraft. He plays a Sea Strider, creates another token, I tap his Chrome Steed, which I'll be able to do for these next 3 turns, and pass. Here I play out another Replica, and I actually don't swing in, so I can tap both his Steed and Sea Strider at end of turn, as I feel I could swing in towards Propagators. And so yeah. Should have swung in also at that turn with my Iron Mirror and Riddlesmith. It's been way too cautious. Anyways, this is the beginning of the end, if you will. Him casting Lumen Grid Drake, as now he's starting to put the pressure on. Even if 2 Sartarks and Tumble Magnet, I figure he is slowly amassing an army, and especially now that he bonds Quicksilver my Sartark, because now I can't tap as many creatures, and he's going to start doing getting damage in. I could have chose to loot, but I figure Volition Reigns is a strong enough bomb that I would rather keep. Anyways, he keeps producing more tokens and starts getting in for damage. And if you noticed, I was trying to select my mirror to block one of his Propagators, but unfortunately I clicked on it too soon and ended up tapping it for mana. Anyways, I keep trying to get in as much damage as I can, but this is not looking good for me. Especially now that he plays a Trigon Rage, so that he can pump up his creatures. However, I'm still able to stall him for a few more turns, and I can take a few more damage, if you will. And he produces more tokens again. I finally draw my 3rd island and cast my Volition Reigns on the Lumen Grid Drake and figure, well, I have a chance now. Of course, his next turn, he happens to get another Lumen Grid Drake with Metalcraft and bounces his original one back. At this point, I figure, well, yep, I'm pretty much done. Especially now that when I have charge counters for my magnets, and he's going to start swinging in with his tokens. I'm able to play out Mirrorsmith, but I have no other artifacts, and I figured the Drake is going to kill me. And of course, he plays out a Hortsmart Dragon, and I figured, yep, there is no way I'm coming back. Although I could definitely stall him a few turns. either with Surtark or my 2 replicas. And I could have conceded now, but I figured, well, I'll still, keep playing, see as much of his deck as I can. I get a Horizon Spell Bomb. I can get a Mirror from Mirrorsmith, and I figured, well, I can trump block his Steed at least. He tries killing my replica, which allows me to attempt to bounce his dragon back, and allows me to stall for a few more turns with the help of trump blocks and whatnot. But I know in my heart this is pretty much a lost cause. He plays out his dragon again, and pumps his Lemongrade Drake. Free combat allowed me to save myself like another turn or so. I proceed to trump when I can, but in the end, he taps my Surtark during my turn, and I concede. So in the sideboard, I decide to side out my Widowsmith and put in a Scrapdiver's Serpent, since he's running plenty of artifacts that I've seen. This next game, I decided to keep this hand and play first. Honestly, just so I could have a chance to play the Empyrean, although having an arrest is fine. And actually having enough mana to cast anything aside from Volition Reigns is nice. In the beginning, not much happens. My opponent plays out a Silver Mirror, and during my next turn I play out my new replica and pass. He plays out a Galvanizer, which keeps me from swinging in. However, my new replica keeps him from swinging in. So I just play out my second replica and pass. This next turn he plays out a Sea Strider and passes. And I figured, well, yep, this game is definitely going to take a while. Finished a few turns, we just play lands and such. My opponent plays Embersmith, which I figure, yeah, that's annoying, but that won't actually kill me quite yet, and can't kill my creatures. I play out my Idol and pass. Now the next turn, I have enough mana for the Empyrean, and I figured, well, I'm kind of actually concerned that he has a counter, but I figured, well, I really don't want to feel like slow rolling this Empyrean, so what the hell, I'll just go through it. And what do you know? He does indeed have a counter. Sad face. But on the other hand, he isn't putting too much pressure either on me. And actually, it's a good thing that he countered the Empyrean, because on my next turn, I'm able to arrest his Horde Smelter Dragon, which would otherwise probably would have killed my Platinum Empyrean. Anyways, I arrest his dragon, and I play out a Glinthawk Idol and activate it, my other one, but I'm stupid and I forget to swing in, so that's 2 missed points. He plays a Silk Hall and passes. Lucky for me, I draw a Dispense Justice with Metalcraft. I decided to play out my Horizon Spell Bomb, activate both Hawk Idols, and actually swing in both, declare my attacks with both. Fortunately, he Galvanic Blasts one, but at least I'm able to get through with damage. This next turn, he plays Infiltration Lens and equips it, and swings in with 2 creatures, allowing me to get value out of my Dispense Justice and slowing me down a bit. My next card is a Lemongrade Drake, and I choose to bounce this Mirror Galvanizer because I was thinking, well, thinking it's Embersmith because I was thinking, well, if I bounce this Galvanizer, he would just play it and ping it. However, if I bounced my Galvanizer, I could have swung in with both replicas and possibly do another point of damage. As it was, though, I just bounced the Embersmith and swung in for 2 after activating my Glinthawk Idol with white mana. Next turn, he plays his own Lemongrade Drake without Metalcraft, just as a blocker, and passes. Now at this point, I could sack my spell bomb, but I was kind of concerned about achieving Metalcraft for some reason. But over these next few turns, I'm going to draw lands. He also tries shadowing my Nearok replica. Of course, I have mana open, so I just bounce one of his creatures in response. And he plays his Embersmith again. And equips his Sea Strider with the lens and swings, which I'm fine taking, because I don't want to give him any more cards at this point. So I try swinging in because I wanted to try being aggressive. Of course, he swings back for one more extra point of damage. And I figure, yep, that's all I can do on the ground. I think at the end of this next turn, I decide to actually blow up my spell bomb. Anyways, he plays Echo Claw Mirror, which is kind of interesting since I didn't see any other effect, which actually goes well with Galvanizer. It can kill me in 5 turns if it get that far. He swings a Galvanizer. I chose to block with Replica, and which is kind of strange, but that was, I don't know, this is how it was. I play Warden after swing in. Unfortunately, it would turn out that my opponent would draw an answer to that in form of Turn to Slag. He swings in again with Galvanizer, again, but I block with my Replica. And take 1 more extra damage and 2 more poison counters. I swing in for 2 again, play my Stag, and pass. I bounce exile his Sea Strider just to get him to use an extra mana if he wants to re-equip that again. Really didn't matter in the end, though. He decided to Arc-Trail my Lunga Drake, and I actually sacked my Replica to save it, because I figured that's the only way I would be able to beat him with damage. Even though now I lost another blocker. He also swings in Embersmith this turn, which is kind of odd since he has no cards in hand, so I decided just to block. Anyways, I play Drake again and pass. His next turn, he plays a Chrome Steed and swings in again for 2, and I figured I could take 2 more, and so I pass. He passes. This next turn, he get Volition Reigns, and I decided to actually take his Galvanizer, because I was wondering whether he would be able to know that he could re-equip that to another creature. I figured he may make some mistakes. I should also point out that we were running kind of low in times, so I think both of us were under some sort of pressure. Unfortunately, after I cast my Reigns, he got Scrap Diver Serpent, which is pretty unfortunate for me. However, he swings in with Chrome Steed, and I decided to chump block. It just to kill it. Now, if he had killed my Glimmer Point Stag, or even if he just didn't swing in, he could probably have killed me in a few turns. Although, likewise, I could have. Let me see. Actually, I also could have, if I didn't make those previous play mistakes, I probably could have killed him this turn, a few turns ago, or even killed him this turn if I just swung at my Drake. However, at this point, you can notice he only has so much time left, and I decided to just play it safe and just chump the Scrap Diver Serpent. At this point, I feel comfortable blocking it, even though it has Infiltration Lens on, because I figure, well, I can get him to time out. And lo and behold, during my turn, yep, I get him to time out. Now, okay. Few things, yep, this was certainly an anticlimactic finish, and I don't feel proud at all of winning via timeouts. In fact, I also apologize to my opponents after this game. However, you know, it was a close game, and I was really didn't want to take any chances and, you know, blow this whole round. So, hopefully my future drafts don't end in such a lame way. Well, in any case, thanks for watching. And in case any of you were interested in a foil promo Rimcore engine, you can let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching.